The systems are crucial in trading. You have to have systems in place. Otherwise, we're just randomly trading. Every day is a different day. Every day we're doing different actions, and you're going to get different or random results every day. So you need to have some form of structure, and that's where creating your own system comes into place. Doing consistent things every day. So that can be something like you start your trading day at the same time more or less every day. Maybe you start at the opening of a session, for example, around about that time, instead of just starting from random times during the day. If I'm trading for 12 hours today, for example, from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., but tomorrow I'm only trading for 1 hour at 1 p.m. I have no structure in my trading. And the markets can be very random and very unstructured. A lot of the time, there's a lot of uncertainty in markets. We understand that. That's just the nature of markets. Those things are out of our control. We can't control the market, at least for most of us. But what we can control is we can control our own systems, our own structures that we build in place. I can control the fact that I can trade consistent times each day. That's one thing that's important if you're creating your own system, is you're creating this routine every day. I've got this 1 p.m. routine, or I've got this 5 p.m. routine, whichever side of the world you're on, but you have that routine going for you every day. It gives you some stability, some structure. In trading, which is a very volatile, uncertain type of practice, you're giving yourself some form of stability. Another thing I do, for example, besides consistent trading times, is I'll have a routine. Before I open my charts, I would always take a look at my economic calendar. It's just a routine I've developed. I do it automatically every day without even thinking, because I've developed this routine where I'll open up my economic calendar, just take a look at what the economic events are for the week, what are major events that are taking place, anything I need to just keep track of. It's just a quick scan. Once that's complete, then I will open the charts. I'll finally open my trading software and begin trading. And then once I start the actual trading in the live markets, again, I'll have structure. When I'm doing that, a routine that I'm executing, I'll start a light analysis from certain charts. I'll start with the dollar index, and then I'll go through my different markets that I'm trading. So you see how important it is to create a structured trading lifestyle. Then we can talk a little bit about strategy. Does your trading strategy have a system in place? Is there a form of structure within your trading strategy? Or do you just randomly apply your strategy? Every day you're executing different kinds of decisions, maybe based off of too much emotions, but there's no consistency in your thought process. There needs to be a system within your strategy. And the more structure you can create, the more consistency you can create in your decision making, in your strategy, the more stability you'll have in a very uncertain practice, which is trading. So within your strategy itself, you need to have structure as well. Consistent decision making. You can't be making different decisions, freestyling decisions every single day. For certain setups, for example, you need to say, okay, if I have this setup, this is the kind of decision making I'm going to make within this setup. So that trade after trade, you're making at least more or less the same kind of decisions within certain types of setups that you have every day, instead of randomly every day just based off of emotion or because I feel like it, or 50-50 decisions. If I do this, maybe it will be right. If I do it, maybe it will be wrong. But having a thought process that goes behind will create consistent structure. Yeah, it's very important to have a structured trading lifestyle. Your actual lifestyle is part of your trading. Trading is a lifestyle. It's very important to have structure within your lifestyle. Trading at consistent, more or less, doesn't have to be perfect every day, but more or less the same window every day, or the same amount of hours every day. You're trading maybe 4 hours a day, instead of just trading like today it's 4 hours, tomorrow it's 12, the next day it's 1. There's no structure there, and it's not going to help your overall trading system. Your trading lifestyle is important, and then your actual strategy as well. You need to have structures in place there. I absolutely love rules in trading. People don't normally like rules, but in trading, rules is the best thing we can have as traders. And so I'll talk more about rules maybe in another video. There's so much to talk about, and how much rules, your own rules that you can create so much structure in your trading system. And rules create automation for you, so you don't have to freestyle or make decisions on the spot every day in every kind of different trading setup. You don't have to make decisions, because the decisions have already been made for you if you've already established rules within your trading system, in your trading strategy. Or, like I said earlier, if you have a certain type of setup, you know before you even go into the setup, you're going to execute these certain types of decisions, because you've already written down certain types of rules for certain setups. That gives you more structure in your trading. And remember, in trading, if you have the edge in trading, then you'll come out on top on the average game. You don't have to be right every time, but we know that if your strategy does have an edge, and you have consistency, then you can take advantage of probability, the average game. But in order to do that, in order to come out on top in the average game, there must be a high level of structure in your trading if you want to come out in the probability game. But having a trading system that works for you is so important. It's going to help you be more successful in trading, but also it's just going to make your life easier. It's going to make your trading much more of a smoother ride and much more enjoyable as well.